Hello, 1, 2, 3, sound check. Okay, that's good. Live is on the green. I think we're running. We should be good. If there's something wrong, please let me know. Welcome everybody. Hello, hello. Hope you're feeling well. We are continuing on the weekend, much as I promised. We are flying. Today again, we're flying our, I'm gonna call it the second leg, but it's not exactly the second leg that we were planning to do. A lot of things changed. I got late. That's why we're starting a bit later. But I believe it's going to be a quite interesting flight nonetheless. Now, you guys might ask me, why did you change the flight? Well, because the point of, one of the points of yesterday's stream was to showcase the weather radar. And while we kinda got it to showcase, I didn't really use it much because the weather sort of improved. It got worse at the end, but we were so focused on the procedures that, well, I didn't really do much. And I don't think on that plane on the GNS you can do much with the weather radar apart from the range. So today we're flying the G1000 version, okay, and we're flying a different route. Specifically, right now I'm in Albany in the United States at Southwest Georgia Regional Airport. Pretty cool place, at least. I just found it randomly, and it works. And we will be flying to New Orleans to Lakefront Airport, which seems like a very, very interesting spot. So, yeah, regarding the flight, it's going to be pretty easy. And you might ask me, well, Vlad, why did you select this this route? Well, it's very simple. Let me just show you up. I have to open my browser. And I need to enable this, and this is exactly why. So Albany is right here, and we will be flying to New Orleans, so we will have to cross all of this frontal activity, and I hope we will be able to see some weather return on our weather radar, so we will probably have to deviate, or maybe not, I don't know, but I hope we will. We do have some pretty significant stuff here and some pretty high clouds, so that will be interesting. Yeah, so this is why. Okay. Cooler, Pretty Tube, Daifuku, Phil, Deglos, welcome everybody. Great to see you guys here. Sound is checked, thank you very much. Albany, New York. I don't think it's Albany, New York. It's this Albany right here. It's quite far from New York. In fact, New York is somewhere higher, I think. Yeah. Yeah, it's quite higher, New York. There we go. New York is there. The Albany I'm talking about is somewhere along here. So it's yeah, it's in Georgia. Okay. So this is the flight. It has, let me see, in a straight line, this is 300 and something nautical miles. 314. So the flight time should be about 1 hour and something. I've already planned it here on the sim brief. We do have to do a couple of stuff, and we do have some severe convective activity. This is important. We have area embedded thunderstorms moving from 230 at 35 knots, tops to flight level 450. So definitely we should have a use of the weather radar. I've been checking this area on flight radar, and it seems like people are flying. They're not exactly avoiding this area. So let me see, New Orleans. This guy's just departed. This guy's departed. This couple of private jets. We even have, what is this, Piper Malibu. It is flying at 11,000. So I believe it is possible to fly in this area without too much trouble. So we will do so, and I hope I'll use the weather radar today. Now, what does it say here? Airtime 1 hour and 51. Probably yes. We'll see if we do less or not. Altitude 24,000 feet. Maybe we can do higher. Maximum flight level 300. Now I know it says 6 passengers here, but I'll take less. I want to take 2 pilots. So we're going to be 2 pilots today, and it's going to be a family of 3. Going on a business trip or vacation, whatever, we will be doing that. So that's the first thing I want to do. I want to use the weight and balance and just do it very quickly. So payload total pilots 154. That sounds good. Passengers, let's do aft 160. Let's do 150. So let's say the male weighs about 80, and the female weight's about, I don't know, maybe like 70 or 65, so 80 plus 70 will be 150, so that's fine. No passengers here, no passengers here. And then we're gonna put one child. Let's do 40. That sounds good to me. 40. So pilots, that looks good. And aft baggage. Let's assume they take, I don't know, maybe like 30 kilos of baggage. Maybe that sounds good. 30. Let's do 35. Maybe 35. To hell. Let's do 50. Full-blown 50. Okay, so total payload 397 will look good there. And regarding the fuel, I already inserted a little bit of extra on purpose. I added 110 extra. As you can see, actually, never mind, 100. So we got taxi trip, contingency, alternate, final reserve, and 100 from my side. So our total is 811. Let's do that. I can actually just write that. I'll do then 110. That'll be more than enough. And 3 hours and 49 minutes of flight time. Oxygen is good. I'm going to apply the changes. And we've got the airplane going. Good. Alright, let's take a seat right here in our cockpit. I do have to file the flight plan as well on VATSIM. We are, of course, on VATSIM. If you guys want to join me, the ICAO codes is cabby and new. I'm already in. I believe I'm on stand. Oh, there's already somebody there. November 1-2 Victor Juliet. I'm on Golf 1. And it should be pretty straightforward. Now, on this flight, because it's the G1000 version, we will be using the GPS for navigation. So our route should be quite simplified in terms of that. And I mean, it will. It will. Now, alright, so I've got fuel, I've got weight and balance, I've got flight plan, bird 1 IFR, that is all correct. I'll put the that and that is all fine. Route is very minimalistic, and I'm going to follow the flight plan. So that is sent. Let me just see how it looks here on VATSIM radar. Do we have anybody or not? We actually do have anybody. Somebody here. Good. Where are we? We're right here. And should I talk to... Who is this? Jackson Senator. Alright, I'll look into it. I'll talk with him. Okay, what am I missing as well? We need some weather checks on the route from Simbrave at least, just to make sure that we have all the information. Do we have METARs and so on? We should have METARs as well. Did I just miss them? Okay, I'll just read them here. So let's see, what do we have? Right here, VFR, wind is 05010, gusting 16, good visibility. I mean, it's good, looking great on the outside. Temperature 23. QNH 3014. Let's do it. 3014 is set there on the standby so I don't forget. And it's looking overall nice. Now, regarding NOTAMs, I could just very quickly scroll through. Weather broadcast system commission. Okay. RNAV GPS random system amendment. LPV not available. So LPVs are not available here. That's fine. Decision altitude not available. And what do we have here? Some amendments. Okay, that's fine. Run 05. Elimination. Okay, that's fine. Now in New Orleans, in the Lakefront Airport, what do we have? 160 at 14, gusting 25. So that'll be interesting. 10. Few at 1,000. Few at 12,000. Temperature 25. 2904 and looking good. Regarding the forecast, it has been looking pretty well. So it looks like it will stay gusting, pretty much until tomorrow. Gusting till 11 here, and from 26, 22. So this one doesn't affect us. I'm not going to bother reading the rest. Got a couple of amendments there, some decisions, so we'll see how that goes. Temporary crane, all looking fine. Now, regarding significant weather, let's just check it out very quickly here. Clear air turbulence, occasional cumulonimbus, it goes below 10,000 and up to 410, and we've got a strong jet stream here, so we'll catch up some pretty significant headwind again. Actually, maybe I should have selected the other way around this for this flight. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. That sounds good to me. That sounds good to me. Alright, so I'm not going to go into the GPU. I'm just going to go battery on. Nav light on, so everybody knows we are here. And just check. This is off, off. This is all off, off. Engine anti-ice was not on for some reason. That is fine. That is fine there. That is looking fine. Seatbelt sign is going to come on. That is on. That is auto. Open. And we've got off and off. That is checked. Lights for now are off. We don't need them. So that looks good. Alright. The G1000 is going to take a little bit of time as well. We don't have the avionics still enabled. So that's no problem. And regarding our departure, I don't really have any instrument departures out of here. So I believe it's just going to be a straight out. So the only thing I will need is to set Jacksonville here on the nav on the COM1, but for now I'll leave it on 122.8. And actually before that I need the CTAF for Albany, so that is, should have written that KB and CNU. Alright, CTAF.CTAF KB 120250. Let's do 120250. Is that it? That's it. Alright, switch that over. That is set. Our transponder for now is going to be 2000. Let me just... Oh, wait, never mind. I didn't power up the avionics. We have nothing here. But, regardless of that, let me just check here the boost pump. That is checked. That's checked. Lights went away. Alright, that looks good. Just checking the crossfeed as well. Oh, come on. Crossfeed is on. Crossfeed is off. Very good. This is all doesn't require. Don't require that. Don't require that. And I'm just going to check the lights here as well. Make sure that we've got everything. Very good. Standby battery is going to be armed. And let me maybe call Jackson Center to coordinate with him. If we have this weather 050, I would probably take off from runway 5. That'll be the best option for us. So let me go and write runway 05. And let me see if it actually covers this. Alright, let's give him a call. Let's give him a... Oh wait, why don't we have comms? Interesting. Do I have to power up? Am I missing something here? Do I have to power the master?
Roger.
I believe so. Okay. Now I'll transponder. Code.
I think it has Romeo Delta Oscar 856 checking in as well. Okay.
Alabama 24 echo. Departure to the south.
Alabama 24 clearance request.
So that's Jacksonville. I believe that's Jacksonville Center. Yeah. Jacksonville.
583 fly heading 060 and the airport's going to be at your 10 to 11 o'clock in about 11 miles. 060 for 4583. So there's 4583, thank you. Whenever report field inside. We'll report field inside for 4583.
Jacksonville Center, Bird 1, very good evening. Radio check on 135.925.
Loud and clear, break Delta 1031, where are you parking?
KSI
cooler. Yeah, not that long. Not that long of a flight. Ivan, hey, welcome. LPCP blind spotting, welcome. Or good evening due to the hour change. Oh yeah, the hour change kind of messed up my head as well. Yes, Sim Crash Flyer, we're gonna use the new stuff. Hello, hello, great to see you here. Jacksonville Center Bird 1, we are at Albany, Southwest Georgia Regional Airport. Do we need to call you here on the ground for IFR, or we can call you airborne?
Yeah, if it's for IFR you need me, but I'm pretty swamped right now. It's just gonna be a couple of minutes.
Roger, then I'm gonna make the request for the IFR clearance. When you're ready, just call us back, please. Bird 1. Okay, well, we will have to wait for that, so I'm gonna switch off the avionics master power. And let's wait for the clearance then. 3014. In the meantime, we can come here to PFD. I'm gonna put a couple of stuff on already. I'm gonna put GPS on. We'll be flying GPS. Altitude unit will be switched over to the inches of mercury, and we want 30.14. I believe this one is synced. Yep, it is. Fantastic. And I mean, yeah, we have to have the avionics on. Otherwise, we'll not be able to hear anything. Let's call GPU then. We'll wait for the GPU.
Alright, have Charlie Alpha, Charlie Quebec, Romeo, you ready for your clearance?
Ready for clearance.
Charlie Quebec, Romeo, cleared to the Seattle airport via the night.
Oh boy, look who we have here. Who's flying with us? That's a Vision Jet.
Departure frequency is with me and squawk 3032.
Clear to Seattle files in night 02 departure. Vectors to red spot.
Daifuku, hey! You lot don't forget to like the stream and hit some hearts. Haha, Daifuku, thank you so much, dude. Thank you for the support.
Charlie Quebec Romeo, thanks. Rebecca is correct. Call for taxi runway 7.
Alright, so we will be waiting a little bit, I guess, for the clearance to come by. So let's see what else can we check here. Did the GPU arrive? Let's connect external power here. External power is on. I'll switch the battery off for now. Let's put the props forward already. And let's set the cruising altitude. It's gonna be 24, right? So I'll put 25.
74583, the wind in Orlando is 0900 12 guns 24 by 35 right, clear to land. I would 35 right, clear to land for southwest 45.
Like that. And we'll have to... My question is, could I already start reselecting some of the stuff here on the FMS, or if I do shut down the master avionics, will it break? That's my question. But because we have to wait, I mean, just screw it, let's do it. I believe we should have a pop out somewhere. There is a click spot for the pop out. Yep, there is. Clear, please. And let's see. Route direct to Sierra Juliet India. Enter. Oh, enter doesn't work. Oh wait, what? Okay, I'll have to use this one. Yes, US Southeast. Enter. Very good. From here we fly to Minister direct to News. So let's do that. Like front, that's correct. And now I'll hit procedure, select arrival, enter, and we want the Minister 1, enter, Vice Sierra Juliet India, enter, runways for now all, load, enter, and I'll leave it here. Now let it work there, and let's do a mini briefing, or sort of a mini briefing, while we wait for the clearance. So we are gonna fly this flight from Albany to New Orleans, flight time 1 hour and 50 expected. We're right now at the terminal. We'll be taxiing from here to Charlie. Alpha holding point runway 05, so pretty simple. I'm just gonna do a very easy note here so we can know it. We're running 05 because the wind is 050 literally, I believe, or 06 at 9. Good, so it stopped the gusts. We don't have any SID departure, so out of here I believe it's going to be a either left or right turn. Let's see how they instruct us. Otherwise it's going to be the closest one, so I believe left turn. Into Sierra Juliet, India, climbing to flight level 240. Normal departure, no flaps, no nothing, runway's long enough. So we can go with that. Other than that, let's see, can I close this for a moment?
Bird 1 on frequency as well, looking for IFR clearance.
Bird 1 is on frequency, looking for IFR clearance. Affirm.
Bird 1 clearance to the November Echo Whiskey Airport, Falcon maintain 3000, expect flight level 240, 1 minutes after departure. Departure frequency is with me and squawk 1606.
Confirm that was for Bird 1.
Bird 1 affirmative.
Please say again.
Bird 1 clear to the November Echo Whiskey Airport as filed. Maintain 3000, expect flight level 240, 1 minutes after departure. Departure frequency is with me and squawk 1606.
Alright, clear to the destination as filed. Initial climb 3000, expecting flight level 240 10 minutes after departure. Frequency is with you and squawk 1606, Bird 1.
Bird 1, Ridgeback is correct. Call for taxi runway 4. The Albany altimeter is 3013.
3013, and we'll call for taxi, Bird 1. Okay, very good. So here it was. So it all makes sense, at least for me. So we can remove the pop out. 3013 is going to be set here and here. Very good. Let's set 3,000 feet. 3,000 feet is set. I will set 050 on heading initial. So that is going to be on, and let's arm heading. And I will do. We don't have the climb here, we have the flight level change, so I'll wait with that. I'll do vertical speed plus 1,000. Like that. I don't need the flight records right now. So that's okay. Basically all as expected. Alright, passengers, we're on board. Everything is done. Let's close the door. Avionics off. Before the avionics, let's do the squawk so the guy will see us as we need. So code 1606 set. That's set and done. Alright, avionics off, battery on, GPU off, boost pumps on, beacon light on, disconnect, or dismiss the GPU, thank you very much. Clear everything. Let's open the checklist, always good to have the checklists in hand. So we'll skip the, before start, cabin door is locked, cabin baggage is secured, weight and balance was checked, belts fastened. I want to trim on up, and control lock is removed, because I've already moved the flight controls here, everything is nice. Parking brake is set, this one is very important. And from here we go into engine start on battery, prop levers, let's do full forward, boost pumps on, avionics master off. Battery is on, I'm going to check the voltage, voltage is good. Beacon is on, right ignition, we can start. Alright guys, let's get ready. Clear prop. Low pressure, RPM, I'll let it boost up a bit. Let's go low idle. Some fuel flow in. RPM is up, ITT is up. There's above 51. ITT rollback. And everything is coming into the grain. I'll put it to high idle. Let it stabilize a little bit. Gen on and reset. Picked up the load. Oh, battery was a little bit more discharged. His normal rate is about 50. Yeah, Yeah, it's starting to drop. You can see the needle is slowly dropping. So it's charging the battery. Just gonna wait it out a little bit. Oh! Went quite up now. Quite up. But we don't have the battery discharge notification. Alright, let's start the left then. Starting. Rotation, pressure. Let's put fuel, low idle. Get ready to cut it out. Got fuel flow, ITT on the rise. RPM is going up. There's 51. Starter cutoff, ITT rollback. And let's wait until it stabilizes. And Johan Renz, did the mod makers make a TDS GTNX compatible version? They had one for X-Plane 11. I don't think they made it right now yet. I've got both gens. Let's see if the loads are equivalent. Yep, master avionics. That's set. That's set. Check, checked. This on, this on. That is checked, that is checked. Let's see, will this look better with the lights? Yeah, a little bit. Skip the lights on. Why is it not at 3? 3000. Okay. Alright, after start check, transfer pumps, auto crossfeed, auto boost pumps, crossfeed. We tested that electrical system. Let's see if I press the test. Yeah, that's tested. Alright, and avionics standby battery is on, lights is required, cabin temp mode, auto, annunciators test and reset, engine instruments, everything is looking on the green, so that's good. Engine anti-ice is on. After start checklist is complete, next is gonna be before taxi. Let's do it. And Papa Kilo, you said runway 14. There is no runway 14 here. So I'll see. I don't think he said a runway, but let's confirm that later. Alright, electric trim, let's test it out. It works. Trim is set. It says 3 set. Well, I'll put it on the up because that works the best. Flight controls, could do a bit of a check here, make sure they are moving. There's nothing really blocking the flight controls, so that's nice. Check the rudder as well. Alright, flight controls are checked. Manual feathering. Let's check at low idle. And let's see. That worked. And that worked. Alright. Engine instruments, parallel green avionics briefed. So basically very simple, which is straight ahead on a heading, and then we just fly direct to the waypoint. EFB secured, bleed, air valves open, flight instruments all checked, QNH is correct, no red crosses. Vacuum pressure is green, pneumatic is good, oxygen is good, everything is good. Pressurization we checked, flight level 250 is set. And done. Okay, very, very good. Let's call him for taxi.
Copy, call for taxi, altimeter 3017, 1118.
This is Jacksonville, right? Yeah, Jacksonville Center. Yeah, this got a little bit low on the audio, so let me pull the audio a little bit. Alright, that's better.
Roger. Hawk 62, Waybo, see approach requested to Buford. The weather's not looking great. Can I get the taxi in runway 5? Hawk 62. I'm sorry, what's your approach looking for? Let me check the weather real quick. I'll get back to you, Hawk 62.
Jacksonville Center, Bird 1, ready for taxi.
20.5 descending across the lot at 11.
Continue. It's going great, I think. We're waiting for our taxi clearance.
Expect visual 10 3017 Delta 3260.
Jacksonville Center, Bird 1, request taxi.
Bird 1, runway 4, taxi via Echo Bravo Alpha, cross runway 34.
Taxi via Echo Bravo Alpha runway 4. Confirm runway 4 for bird 1.
Bird 1 affirmative. The 180-609 are in Albany.
Roger, runway 4 then bird 1. Alright, bird I'm just saying it's weird because on these charts it says 5. That's my only question. That's why I decided to confirm. But it works for me. Taxi light off, on. Clear left. It's clear on the right. The Vision Jet is definitely going to get there quicker than us. Alright, so he gave us a slightly different taxi route. Instead of going through Charlie, we're going to go all the way here towards the left. Clear left and clear right. And then we're going to cross the runway at the same spot essentially, and then it's the same. Very good. We are rolling. So next one on the right is ours, into Bravo. We're just using the beta range to brake. This works really well on this airplane. It is really smooth, even though if you don't have like a proper controller or a proper throttle to go backwards like it is on the real airplane. I just press the button and I move it forward, and it allows me very well to control this. What is that red? What are those red dots? I believe this is our airport or something. Clear on the right, clear on the left. Let's actually turn on the transponder. We required a little bit of braking there. Alright, it gave us a clearance to cross runway, so clear left, clear right. Let's put this to altitude mode, strobes on. Yeah, seems clear. And now straight ahead until the very end.
Ahead of Southwest checking in. Yeah, Southwest 2776, level 370. Southwest 2776, Action Wilson, hello, welcome.
Synchronous fire. Wish the airfoil labs had the modern avionics. Yes. The only thing I think is good on the airfoil labs is that you can, I believe, you can fly with the GTN 750, and that's very good. Like a very good add-on. Alright, let's stop here. Parking brake is set, that is off, taxi light off. So, let's do governor test. Make sure it actually maintains them there. Fantastic. If I switch it off, should go to 1900. Works. Let's do auto fare tests. I did an auto feather. Maybe I should give it more power, more torque, I mean. Let's do a little bit more torque. Test. Alright, there we go, it's feathered. Let's do the other one. And it's feathered. Alright, very good. Auto feather test, ignition on. Hot 5. Windshield anti-ice, that is on, that is checked, that is checked. All missing lights, recognition lights, and landing lights. Alright. On up checklist, auto ignitions, armed engine anti-ice is on. Hot 5 on, auto feather armed lights set, missing only the other thing. So that's good. Next is going to be the climb checklist. Jacksonville Center, Bird 1, holding point Alpha runway 05, ready for departure.
Echo. No, still calling at once.
Jacksonville Center, Bird 1 at holding point Alpha 05, ready for departure.
Bird 1, roger, the wind is 0609 on departure, fly heading 09, correction 270, runway 4, clear for takeoff.
Flight heading 270 after departure, clear to takeoff, runway 5, Bird 1. Alright, clear left, clear right, landing lights are on, recognition lights are on.
Delta 1118,
Do a little bit of braking here.
1118, the wind is 7005, turn 11, fly runway heading, runway 10, clear for takeoff.
Alright, he said runway heading 270, right? Yeah, 270. So we're gonna set heading 270, that is set. And let's go, takeoff OKs are in chat. Seeing Josh Larry gave us this takeoff okay and cooler as well. Let's pull up the props first, while standing by the brakes.
Direction 150 cross Oli, not maintain 13,000, the tempo altimeter 2997.
There is 1900. We'll release the brakes, set the torque. Around 1300 for us. For me, usually works pretty good because the torque does increase with speed, speed alive. Torque is set, temps are good. There's 93, rotate. And we've got a positive rate of climb. Above blue line, no more runway. Gear up. Landing lights off. Train the airplane. Now, because I don't need anti-ice anymore, I'm just going to drop it to 1200. Anti-ice off. Watch the torque increase. And just like that. Beautiful.
Delta 1580, runway 35 left, taxi via Gulf.
Let's wait until we pass 400, which we already did. Let's do left-hand turn to 270.
Delta 3216, fly heading 110. 110, Delta 3216.
Very lovely. On 1000 level. We're reaching heading 270. What a lovely plane to fly. Just want to decrease that vertical speed a little bit. 100 to level. And now just set the flight path. The bird, we can call it the bird, I believe, on the horizon, and the plane will fly level. 3000, 270. Very good. Trim it properly, let's go. Flight directors on, heading, altitude, yacht Emperor autopilot. Maintaining 3000, heading 270, bird 1. Direct 0 Juliet India, climb for level 230, bird 1. Alright, let's go, full power. Whoa, 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 careful with that. Need to do some aileron trimming there. Some aileron and some elevator trim. Okay, so now please flight level change for now, or at least vertical speed. Let's go up. 230, autopilot on. Come on, vertical speed please. 2000. And heading, right? Right. Thank you. Flight plan. Direct to enter nav. Alright, GPS autopilot, yacht Emperor, vertical speed plus 2000, altitude selected. Very good. Let's give it a little bit more. This airplane is slightly more powerful than the airplane we had yesterday, so it is possible we have a better performance with it.
Delta 3216, the airport elevator, 11 to 12 o'clock in about 1-2 miles. Yeah, we're looking, we're coming at some cloud there.
Alright, zoom out a bit. Climbing nicely. Let's do flight level change, 148. I cannot adjust the speed here, however. Or can I? No, I can't. Alright, heading sync. That's set. Adjust the torque. Climb checklist. Gear up, lights off. Landing taxi lights are off. Climb power props 1900 already set. Prompt sync is on. Windshield heat is on. Engine instruments all on the green. Looking good. Pressurization we've got building up. That's good. Yacht Emperor autopilot is on. Good. Okay, so straight ahead doesn't look very bad for now. But we'll see. Synchronous find another sound. The GTN 750 is far away from me right now. Maybe, just maybe, you could get it on Black Friday. I don't know if they will do a sale, but I mean, who knows? Who knows? Maybe they can do a sale, and you could get it. Because I was honestly very surprised with the GTN 750. It is actually a very, very good add-on, and because it works with so many different airplanes, your general aviation airplanes, I believe you do have the Torque-Sim C525 as well, so it works with that as well. It works with, I mean, a bunch of general aviation airplanes, and it is a very, very good, a very powerful tool. In fact, I think it's slightly more powerful than the Garmin G1000. So, yeah. Alright. I wanted to catch the 150. I don't like to see the number. I don't know. LCD. Plus 2000. 2230. I want 150. Like that. 150. There we go. And we're approaching 10,000 as well, so we will be switching off the recognition lights. And that's it. Continuing onwards. Okay, so let's see. G1000. What do we have here that is new? This is the weather radar. Okay. I believe it's already working. No, it's on standby. Okay, so it has the 3 modes of work, test, the weather, and the ground, which is fine. It does have vertical reading as well, which is really, really impressive. This one here, I didn't know you can have this on G1000 or G3000 or whatever. You can control the gain, you can control the tilt, and you can control the bearing, which is really interesting. And you do have some weather alerts. Essentially, it does show you, I believe, it starts to flash where it has the most turbulence and so on. So very, very interesting that. And that's basically... Wait. Am I moving something here now? Oh, yes, I am. Then, this is the normal, I believe, this is the traffic map. Yeah, it's the traffic map to see if we do have anybody around us. So let me see if I zoom out a bit. Maybe it will start to show. It only goes to 12 miles. Fine, we don't have anybody around us. Then it has the storm scope, which I believe, if you have the weather radar, there is no really need for the storm scope. We already talked about what is the storm scope. Essentially, it registers lightning discharges. We should be flying through some weather today, so I won't have the ability to show you that, but I don't think if you have the weather radar, you have this one as well, but that's kind of how it works. This is the weather data link. A couple of different ways. Let me see if I put the range out, we will be able to see something or not. This is kind of like a satellite subscription. Oh yes, see, that's it basically does you an overlay from the weather radar stations on the ground, so that's how you can get something like that. Cloud tops, this is, I don't remember what this is, but this is regarding, this is one of the subscription methods. METARs, and it can show the wind as well, so we can see wind at 15,000. Let's see, flight level 240. Yeah, 60 knots headwind. We're back into the headwind. Alright, I don't want the wind for now. I'll remove that as well, I don't need that. And what is this? This is the toss. Okay. Then waypoint. Airport information, GPS stuff, so we could check if we will have enough GPS satellites in our arrival time, which is the calculated here. It's probably not exactly correct, but we can do it. It's going to compute and it will tell us if we will have enough satellites to monitor that we have a correct satellite information. Alright, that is available, so very good. And, oh, interesting, we don't have GPS too. Oh, I don't remember seeing that. Interesting. Very interesting. Alright, and then this is nearest, saved waypoint, NDBs, informations, and so on. Nothing really significant. So yeah, back to the nav page. Leave it there. You can also come here to inset and have a bunch of stuff here, including next rad, but I don't believe we need it. Let me declutter this a lot, so it's going to be minimal. Alright, and I believe we need to decrease the speed a tiny bit, so let's go just vertical speed, plus 1400 for now, and let it go. Let's adjust the torque as well, because we lost a fair bit of torque, and just monitor the ITT in order to not exceed that.
Hey, Bravo, Alpha 2, cross 1, Delta 3360, really appreciate it. See you. Hey, we'll see you next time.
Very slowly. Alright, ground speed at the moment is 173 knots, not that bad, and we're already eating 22 knots headwind, so that's pretty good, I would say. Cooler, it looks like a very good add-on, but it's pricey. Well, that is unfortunately true, but yeah, it's true, I can't say anything about it. The only thing I can say to kind of compensate for it is the fact that it's not just one thing, it works for many things, and you can update it and so on. I don't know, it has like a lot of small Garmin quirks coming as well, so it's pretty cool. 18,000, let's switch to 29002. And we need to come here, standard barrow, and set. Now in the real airplane that I fly, if I move here the QNH knob, it automatically switches off. But on this airplane, for whatever reason, it does not do. So I believe that's different from airplane to airplane. That's fine. Rob Ziegler, is there a new version of this plane out? The forum link doesn't mention a new weather radar update that I can see. Yes, what I'm doing here, and I forgot to mention that. Thanks for reminding me. I forgot to mention this is a non-released, pre-release version that is going to come out, I think, relatively soon. The developers are polishing a couple of extra things and are making sure that no extra bugs appear. I got the authorization to live stream this airplane, so you guys can see what's going to be new with this G1000 update. The GNS one is going to be updated as well, but yes, from the yesterday's live stream, the developer actually watched and he catched up a couple of bugs that they are going to fix as well. So yes, it will come out. I don't know when it will come out, but this is what you will get once it comes out, and it's pretty cool. So, yes. Cooler, I don't think it's necessarily overpriced, but it's past my impulse purchase threshold. I understand, but honestly, like, it completely changes the GPS experience, and like the monitoring experience, and a lot of stuff on the airplanes that you can use them with. So that is it. Ludo Kerman, hey, glad to see you here. Hello. And same Crash Flyer, I think just wanted to answer to Ludo Kerman. Yes, it's regarding the add-on of the GTN 750. Rob Ziegler, no problem, and thanks actually for reminding me, because I actually forgot to mention that. That's a very important piece of information. Okay, you know what? How about we just enable the weather radar? Flight level 240, bird 1.
Number 2, Victor Julius, flight level 240.
Climbing 240. Alright, the weather radar is tested. Let's see weather now. What's the range? 40 miles at the moment. It also has a ground mode of operating. It works pretty well. I've already tested it out. In fact, we need to take a picture for the thumbnail of this live stream, because the one I'm using is a screenshot from a test flight I did some time ago, and well, it doesn't really, I mean, it has nothing to do with what we're doing here today. So it looks like that's some ground return as well, but we definitely do have some cells already ahead of us. Now let me see, if I press on here, I can tilt it so we can clear out immediately. And the ground returns, and we can have a clearer picture. Now, once we level off, we'll see how it goes. Let me see if I can adjust a little bit more the torque. I believe basically not. Just a tiny bit. I'll leave it there. And we're 1002 level, so let me decrease the vertical speed. Let's do 800, let the airplane build some speed. So we already have something there. That's very, very interesting. Yeah. And let's see if I switch to the... oh wait, that's the ground, sorry. But essentially works the same. Okay, if I come back here, let's see the vertical readout. That's the ground return. Or no, that's maybe... no, that's the cloud layer. Plus 12,000 feet, minus 12,000 feet. Yeah, that's the cloud layer, I believe. That's the cloud layer ahead of us, somewhat. Or perhaps it's not exactly 100% yet worked. Again, we're gonna leave it calibrated. Let's see what I can do extra here. Oops, sorry, wrong button. Sector scan full, I can change this as well to 60 degrees, so this one is going to be a shorter scan in order to have a better reading. 40, even faster, and 20. Very interesting, I'll leave it on full. Alright, bearing. What is the bearing? Oh, does it switches more to the left and to the right? Oh, this is very interesting. I'll leave it on 0. Tilt is fine. What do we have here? Oh, this is the gain. More. And let's see if I do less. Yeah. Oh, it's not very... doesn't make a very big difference, does it? Yeah. Wait, what? Okay, it does make a difference. It just takes some time to adjust, I guess. Let's put it to max. Yeah, it definitely does. Alright, so the gain works as well. This is nice. but if I remove the gain, it's going to be just calibrated. Okay, and we level off, by the way.
Jackson will be right back.
Very, very good. Okay, click back and click back. Now let's adjust the torque, let's adjust the props. I want about 1,600. Time has been adjusted, which is excellent, and 1,620 looks fantastic to me. Speed 182, Mach number 0.43, doesn't show me the TAS anymore, but we have a ground speed of 233 knots, which is not bad, considering we have 35 knots of a headwind, so we should be actually flying at 260 right now. Fuel 230 pounds per hour on both sides, so 460 on both sides. 460, we've got roughly 800 pounds on both tanks, so that's absolutely fine. Okay, so onwards into the weather, I believe. Outside air temp is minus 24. So I'll see. What I don't like though, I don't like this cloud here, so maybe I will be descending lower to like 200 to not be inside of the clouds, but have a better visibility forward, and once we get into the cells, like big cells, that's when we use the weather radar to see, or we could just thrash it. We'll see. Spawning salmon. That's a very nice name. And by the way, you have a that looks like an orange cirrus on the on your profile picture. That fits perfectly with your name of spawning salmon. That's so nice, man. I think it's an excellent mod for the King Air. No one talks about this plane. Yes, I agree. I love absolutely this airplane. What you can do with it, the training you can do with it, like what we did yesterday for IFR training from a perspective of a real student, it is amazing. You can do international airports, you can do general aviation airports, aerodromes, you can do grass runways, you can do dirt runways, you can go into the mountains, you can do so much with this airplane, and you can fly GPS, conventional navigation. It hand flies beautifully. I don't know, but this airplane, just my opinion, it's one of the best airplanes to hand fly in X-Plane 12. The end. In my opinion, of course, but it's one of the best. I'm 100% sure. It is really, really lovely to hand fly. Such nice feeling. So I don't know, I just love it. And spawning salmon. I used this mod back in X-Plane 11. Now I know this is still going. Yes, and it has been improved, I think, compared to the X-Plane 11 version. I checked it, I believe, when I still flew in X-Plane 11, and it is quite better now. Thumbs up for your channel, dude. Thank you so much. That really is very cool. Alright, so we are 80 miles on the range. Let me zoom in a little bit. Perhaps we can do a clearer picture here. We're definitely into these clouds, but they do not seem like very, very bad ones. So perhaps we just continue. And I need to take a new picture for the thumbnail of this live stream. Maybe this one will work out. Let me see a screenshot here. And maybe screenshot. Maybe we catch some more weather straight ahead, but I'm afraid we won't. So let me do that. Okay, you know what? I don't want to cheat. I was about to look into the map, but we are supposed to get a bit more weather. I think so. I mean, look at this in windy. 6 minutes ago, there's Albany. And actually, it cleared out a little bit here. But we're still flying to somewhere along here, so I believe we could still catch up something. So we'll see. Once we get closer, I'll zoom in and catch up this big red one.
Visual 35 right, so 725. Do you have any other questions? Can I come with that?
We do have a little bit of wind pushing to the right side, so yeah. Let's do a screenshot like this, maybe. Screenshot. We'll see. Lieutenant Kerman, which plane are you which plane you talking about, Vlad, the best hand flying? Lieutenant Kerman, this one. This one and the one we flew yesterday. They are amazing planes to hand fly. I highly suggest you to try out. I finally bought the PA-28 Archer 3 by Just Flight, and it is really nice to train myself for low-speed conventional IFR. Awesome. Lieutenant Kerman, that is very, very good. Just Flight PA-28 Archer 3. Just Flight, you say. Let's check it out. I didn't really look into it. How does this work? I believe I need to press here, and then I need to press here, and then it should be this one, right? Yeah, this one. Funny, because the Thranda, this one is actually cheaper than this one. Interestingly, why? It's the same, just flying in partnership with Thranda Design. Or this is just the Thranda. No idea. Let me see the pictures. Alright, looks like a pretty clean cockpit. I mean, you know what I don't like about the Pipers, and this is the only thing I don't like about the Pipers. The bloody gauge, the bloody gauge for the instrument is down here. It is so annoying. Why isn't it in a more accessible place? It does look good though. I mean, the same with the Piper Seneca, for instance. I love that airplane, and it's not from the developers, just Piper. Why did they put the engine RPM down there? Why couldn't they put it here? I don't know. And like EGT and RPM. Like, remove this, put the gyro suction down here, put the RPM here. And it looks pretty okay. Looks like a fairly simple airplane, and can go to 120. Nice. Can you refuel it manually? Oh boy, we need to fly, speaking of Pipers, we need to fly the Seminole. The Seminole has got the new update as well. We need to fly the Seminole. We need to pick up some nice routes for the Seminole. And it surely does look good, but I don't know. I mean, right now I'm not in the position to do anything regarding getting new airplanes. But yeah. Alright, 35 minutes to go. That is a big cell right there. I believe it's this one. Luckily, it looks like we're passing to the side of it. And the wind is not really pushing it towards us, so that's good. I don't see any icing, because this airplane actually does simulate icing. You can visually see icing on the nose, on the engine cones, on the windshield as well. You can see it on the leading edge of the wings and of the stabilizer, and I believe here as well, because the de-icing boots, they work, wait, let me do it like this, they work first on the wings, so you see them working on the wings, and then they cycle here on the back as well. Actually, we can just do a cycle and check it out. Let's see. Let's do a cycle. Yeah, there you go, you can see the boots there, they inflated. They will now deflate. There we go, and now let's check the back. Yeah, you can see there, and now they're deflating. So it's a cycle. First here, then here. Pretty nice.
Bye-bye, please.
Lieutenant Kerman, oh okay, I have it. Yes, I flight sometimes the EVO. That was not for me, right? No, that doesn't make any sense for us.
Delta 1907, same for you, contact Miami Center 132.2.
Oh, we've got, what is this? Houston Center, look at the charts! I love it. Speaking of that, let's actually look a little bit into the charts. So we had the Minister 1 arrival. This is the RNAV arrival. So we start from Samus. This is the VOR, then to Bugley, then to GPT, Chat GPT, Gulfport, Chat GPT VOR, Gulfport VOR, Mudda, Clary, Minister, and Slid. At 250, 11,000. Sounds good to me. From here, what are we expecting in terms of weather? 060 at 9. I mean, to be fair, if it will be possible, I'd just take a visual and just fly visual, because that would be probably the quicker one. We don't have a parking stands, right? Yeah, so we'll just taxi to the FBO, one of the FBOs. So that's fine. So weather, 180 at 12. So 180 at 12, we can land runway 18 right or 18 left, one of both. Actually, I could go onto 18 left. It's just important to know, it's quite a bit shallower. Oh yes. Okay, maybe that's a screenshot opportunity right here, perhaps. Let me see. Yeah, clouds look a little bit, what's the word I'm looking for? Weird? So I'm just gonna do one screenshot here. And perhaps one screenshot... Yeah, it's looking weird, but we're definitely passing... Oh no, look! We've got more weather on our route. It's minimal, but it's there. Let's do... Ooh! Ooh! Okay. I'll wait it out then. I'll wait it out. So yeah, Syncrash Flare. This will be a nice cool sign, big red. Yeah, big red. Ludokerman. Oh yes, I fly PA-28 168 Warrior 2 in real life, and it's really annoying for such an important gauges. Wow, dude, that is so nice actually for you to fly the airplane in real life. Oh, and speaking of that, then, please let us know, let everybody know in the chat as well who's watching. What do you think of the plane? Is it worth it? Like, are the physics close? Like the way you experience the plane? Of course, it's not going to be exactly 1-to-1 because it's very different. Sorry, it's very difficult in the sense that every airplane is slightly different, and I don't know, one climbs at, I don't know, 1,700 RPM, the other one, or let's say cruises 1,700 RPM at 90 knots, the other one gets the 90 knots with 20 RPM more or 20 RPM less, or the engine works at this certain temperature, but still, like, overall, how does the plane feel? How is the hand flying? How is the overall? Because that's really interesting. It always fascinates me. People who say like, yeah, I fly that airplane, and this is like quite close to real life, or not so close to real life. I mean, so far we've been cruising pretty okay on this altitude. So I'll just continue. Now this could be a picture. Nah. Clouds are still a little bit weird. I mean, what is this? I can just go ooh, down towards that. But yeah, man, that's, I don't know why they put that instrument down there. Yes, it is really simple, but it has everything needed to start IFR flight, as I'm only a PPL holder at this time. Can't wait to start IR flights. Dude, I am right now doing the IR. I have like 8 flights left to finish my IR rating and then the exam. So yeah, it is really nice, really cool. I've been loving it, and practicing on the sim is one of the best things you can do. It saves you so much mental capacity in order to absorb the things that are actually new, or like the quirks that exist from the real flight but not on the sim. it is really, really good. Like, really good. So you definitely are doing the right thing, sir. Okay, this is the picture I'm gonna take, because that is one big red. And I'm gonna put it a slightly even bigger. This one looks fine to me. There we go. Let me maybe do one zoom in a little bit, like that. 1, 2, done. So yeah. Hello, Carmen, be careful to not pick up some ice on the downwind side of the CB. Yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking, but I'm not that afraid because what's the, oh my god, the crosswind component is like 4 knots, so I believe we should be fine, although we are catching some rain right now, so we will see how it goes, but I'll be looking. I will be looking. Minus 24, I don't know, perhaps we'll be fine, but I feel like we will definitely do a little bit of heading to the right to deviate from the weather. David TSW, damn, I thought X-Plane got rid of these weird clouds. Apparently not yet. It looks pretty good from here. Like, into that area, it looks fantastic. But, yeah. I mean, those clouds look really good. I was just thinking, but yeah, but this one doesn't really look, I mean, this is, I love X-Plane, but if it looks weird, I am gonna tell you it looks weird. I'm gonna take a couple of screenshots here though, because that looks kind of cool. Daifuku, in popular opinion, I don't like the new clouds in X-Plane. Too often they are too weird. I think the problem with them is that they are still not tuned. Holy cow, look at that. They're still not tuned to the best that they can be. Let me just switch on the ice for our anti-ice for a little bit. Because we just got through some rain and just for it to make sure it's actually cleared out. Alright, seems good. Little Carmen, the PA-28 Archer for me is really nice. I haven't flown one in real life. Oh, sorry, the Archer 3. You're flying the Warrior 2. Oh, sorry. There's just a million different Pipers, and I just read it wrong. And the Just Flight is nice, but I think needs a bit more work. I can't hand fly it easily as the real one, but the Archer 3 looks better, I think. But speaking of engine parameters, I find it close to the real one. Engine sound needs a bit of work too. Okay, thank you very much. It's very interesting to know. Actually, you know what? I think it worked. They did it with Thranda. Thranda either do a very good job on sounds, or it is very mediocre. Like I have the Caravan, the Cessna, and sometimes it sounds exactly like the real plane. I know because we have a Caravan working for parachuters, literally like the next hangar to my flight school. So I hear a lot of Caravan startups, flybys, and so on, and it works. I mean, it sounds pretty okay, but I never flown on it, so I can't say about the sounds onto the flight. But sometimes there are like some small things that just feel a tad off. And I really wanted to get the Bonanza. Oh boy, look at that. So that actually doesn't look too bad. That doesn't look too bad. And I like that. That doesn't look too bad as well. That one, somewhat. I mean, I understand what they're trying to do, but It still needs some fine-tuning. So yeah, but I don't know. But thanks for letting me know and letting others know. Daifuka, I miss the Minecraft clouds. Actually, I don't miss the Minecraft clouds. I really like the new clouds when they are right. Like, when you look here, this looks very nice. This looks very nice. This looks somewhat nice. That looks a little bit weird. That looks somewhat nice. And then it has this weird updates. And look, oh, by the way, there we go. We have the purple there. Let me see if I can now hit weather alert. Will it be flashing somewhere? I don't think it will. No. Alright, and what if I go to the storm scope? If I go to the storm scope, do we have any lightning there? Yeah, look. 1, 2, 3. So this is how the storm scope works. It registers the lightning strikes. At the current aircraft position, I don't think you move it. Or is it moving it? Kind of looks like it. They are moving. Interesting. But yeah, that's how you have it. So it's somewhat of a very, very basic weather radar. Daifuko, Mango sound pack, or is it bad? If you watch the video, I was really unimpressed. I have the Mango for the 330 and it is pretty good. I had it for the 747, it's bad. Like, I'm just gonna don't buy the 747 pack from Mango. Default sounds are better, at least right now. Maybe when they'll update it in the future it will become better, but I'm really not impressed by the PT6 showcase video. Like, at the start I got really excited because, hey, maybe finally I could get some better sounds in some planes, PT6 ones, and maybe like the Freeware King Air and so on, like this one. But then I watched the video and was like, I'm not so sure. I was like, yeah, I think I'll skip it. So yeah. Ludo Carmen, I love the Threndus Grand Caravan, by the way, love the flight. Yeah, I think it's a great plane. Absolutely great plane. I think this picture right here could be quite contrasty for the thumbnail. Screenshot. And looks like we're getting into something here. Yeah, perhaps could request a heading of 270 at least. How far is this? This is 40 nautical miles. I mean, right now we're not in anything, so I can just possibly we can just fly by this. But we'll see. We'll see. This one scares me the most. Yeah, this one is minimal. I'm just gonna leave the prop to work, and that's it. And Ludicurman, sorry I missed that. Yes, I will use the sim for IR training. That will help you a lot, like a ton, trust me. It is amazing. I am sick to tell colleagues and friends and so on, like, get the most basic flight sim and just practice stuff, do stuff, like do it by yourself. Play with the airplane, experience different things, do different approaches, because I think, like, alright, we can fly to a couple of different aerodromes or airports and do a couple of different procedures, but your entire IR training will be based on those procedures. So what will happen is, over to 132.775, bird 1, bye-bye. Okay, I'm just gonna do this. Houston Center, very good evening. Bird 1, flight level 240, inbound 0, Juliet, India.
Bird 1, Houston Center, roger.
Okay, and we're out. We're out, it looks pretty okay. Actually, flight level 240 is not too bad. Kind of skipping between the layers, so that's good. Oh, Daifuku, thanks very much. Yes, vertical, let's see the vertical. I don't think the vertical is working very well at this time. I don't know, this is 40 miles. There's definitely something wrong here. Let me see if I adjust the range. Will it change? Yeah, I believe the vertical is not done yet completely. It's here, but... yeah. I mean, it's fine. I'm already happy with this one. I think we can do so much with it. That is actually pretty fine. Let's skip to 20-mile range for now. That's the big red, I believe. That is definitely the big red. That and to the left as well. That probably is a little bit as well. So we'll see. But yes. And I was saying, yeah, get the basic sim, do some training. It will help you out so much. But I mean, yeah, there's not much I can do. Alright, and you know what? Here's what I want to do. I want to activate here the arrival sequence. So what I'll do is I'll do direct here, enter. It's going to be exactly the same. And we do have an altitude restriction, right? We did have at slit. It was 11,000, so it's set. So I believe I could set the vertical profile. We have a bunch of stuff here. 14, 26, 22. What if I set... let me set 240 there, and then we start the descent. Enter. Enter. Good. Now, FPA, we'll leave it at 2.5. That sounds the best because it will give us the best fuel economy. And we could have VNAV. I believe I can engage it already. Maybe closer. Fine. Alright, flight plan remove. Let's see, nothing so far right here. Maybe outside picture, maybe outside picture. This kind of looks okay. Because the airplane is white. I'm just trying to find a darker... yeah, like probably like that. Like a darker background to give it a little bit of contrast. That looks pretty okay. That also looks pretty okay. And those are looking pretty okay as well, but I think we have enough. Alright, got no more stuff. Now let's see, if I put the bearing... if I put the bearing to the left, to the maximum, let's do 20 degrees to the left. Doesn't look like it's doing anything. 40? Ah, no, it's just scanning more to the left, but it's not writing. Alright, screw it. Fine to me. Leave the weather radar there. Yeah, oh look, the Vision Jet is flying behind us. Who's flying on a Vision Jet? Spawning Salmon. Is this available for download? I can only see the Explain 11 version with the GT and avionics. Spawning Salmon. Yes, the links are on the description of the live stream. You've got the both the G1000 and the GTN. They're both available for update. They will not have the specific weather radar update. However, everything will work on it. You will be able to fly it. It's very, very cool. Ludo Kerman, you're doing your IR on which plane? The good old Cessna 172 with the Garmin G1000. Cooler, I'm very permissive with general aviation sounds. I think it's okay, I can settle. Alright. For airliners, I'm more picky for general aviation. I mostly just want a good flying experience. I think I understand you. Perhaps you have that oh boy, did you see that? You know what? We don't have anything on the weather radar, but I would definitely. Where's the storm scope? Nothing on the storm scope? Oh wait, that's the traffic map. Oh yes. Come on. Houston Center, Bird 1 requesting heading 280 for weather. Fly heading 280, Bird 1.
That was not a clearance. That was standby. Please do not do it.
Roger, standing by, Bird 1.
Thank you.
Well then, please speak a little bit more clear. I'm gonna keep the heading anyways.
Bird 1, fly heading 280, advise when able to direct Lakefront Airport.
Flying 280, we'll advise when we'll get ready to come back, Bird 1. Alright, 280. Off we go. Prop anti-ice is on.
Houston Center, American 2840.
Very interesting that we've got a bunch of lightning strikes here. However, the weather radar is pretty calm. Let me see. Maybe I have to tilt it down. I mean, the gain is calibrated right now. If I put it higher, the tilt, let's try higher tilt. 2 degrees, let's see if it does anything. And we're literally inside of the cloud. Let's check the vertical. It's not reading anything. I don't understand. Just down there, but that looks like it's around minus 30,000 feet. There's definitely something wrong here. Yeah, I mean, it's still catching something, but from very far away. Alright. Became a little bit clearer. A little bit better. And we are out of the cloud. For a nice picture. Bam. And another one. Bam. Oh, this one looks very good. Look at those clouds. Those look nice. That actually looks nice. And that looks proper stormy. That looks pretty nice. But nothing on a weather radar. What is going on? Maybe I should put the maximum gain? No. Let's put the tilt to 0.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, that's the ground return. Alright.
Oh, I see clouds at 3. Okay, yeah, you don't have to do it for that reason. If you're at 330, that's totally fine. Oh, okay. Good to know. Thank you very much. Yeah, essentially the way that works is if you're lower than the published altitude, so long as you
Cooler, I have a theory for that, but let me just a second.
if you're already lower, your cruise is lower than what's published, that's cool. You don't have to climb up just to send back down. But if you're at like safe level for advisor already, then you have to cross clouds at 340. So long as you're descending on the arrival, you just have to meet those restrictions. But if you're already below it, you're good. Okay, that's good to know. Thank you very much for the information. So we'll keep 330 then. If you want to go up, just let me know. Roger, thanks.
Unit Center Bird 1, we can come back to the previous route.
Take off.
Houston Standard Bird 1, we're ready to come direct to Sierra Juliet India.
Bird 1, clear direct Lakefront Airport.
Direct Lakefront Airport, Bird 1. Okay. Why not? I mean, why not? Let's do it direct then. Enter nav. GPS autopilot yacht Emperor. I can disengage the prop ice protection. This would be actually the best option for me. And I believe I have an opportunity for a screenshot here, maybe? Nah. I needed a little bit more time for it. I just want to have options, you know.
November 1, Victor Juliet, turn right heading 280, vector for sequence.
Alright then, well, if we are going to the airport, then screw this approach. I guess it's gonna be visual, just go for it. Why not? That's the most efficient. Elevation is literally 0, so altitude... Altitude, it's gonna be 0 feet, so MSL doesn't want to accept. Alright, I'll set 100 feet, no problem. MSL, yes please. Yes please, we've got 9 minutes until top of the descent. Pretty good, I mean... Where are we going? Pretty well. And no more stuff on the weather radar. So 60 miles. 124 miles until the airport. Let's see if I zoom to 120, if we do have any weather. Yep. We are clear of the weather. Good. Oh, this one looks good. These clouds look good. Oh, that looks good as well. Very good. This one looks very good. Alright.
United 1751, Houston Center closed, radar service terminated, frequency change of route after that.
So because we don't have anything else on the weather radar, I'm going to come back to the nav page. I'm going to leave it there. And open a flight plan as well so we can see what we're going to be doing. Cooler, I have, like, what is going on with the weather? All of a sudden. Okay, prop on. Did we actually enter a cloud, or that was just out of nowhere? Because I was not expecting that. Alright. So Cooler, my... Oh, he's gonna call me as well.
Julius, I'm closed. Frequency change approved. Bird 1, I'm closed. Frequency change approved.
Frequency change approved. Have a good one, Bird 1.
Spearwings 2384.
Alright, 1228 it is, and I want to have the CTAF for Lakefront, which is 118,950. Pre-selected. We've got 6 minutes to go, and so here's my idea. Cooler, I think, because I might be wrong, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think you flew more on big airplanes, and because you flew more on big airplanes, you know them better, you know how they sound, and that's why you are so much more picky. If you had more connection with general aviation airplanes, probably you would be a little bit more picky as well, because there are like a lot of small sounds which really define how the airplane should sound, and it does make a lot of difference, especially because on general aviation airplanes, the way the engine sounds says a lot about the airplane. And we're out of the cloud. Amazing. So perhaps that's one of like the reasons. I'm not saying it's bad, but yeah, it's just. I'm gonna set 1,000 feet, and we're just gonna rocket through. I mean, the weather is pretty good, so let's just go for the visual. Let's do a nice and relaxed approach. We've already been using the GPS quite a lot. I don't think we need to do like any crazy RNP or LPV. Of course, if you want, please let me know. Or for instance, I mean, we could do like RNAV GPS. Is this an LPV? Yes, it has an LPV. We could do an RNAV GPS to runway 18, and then I could sidestep to runway 18 left. Do you guys want to do this? I mean, we could do this. Let me know what you think. But yeah. Alright. I need to catch up with the chat. Какой-то Влад, привет, как дела? У меня все хорошо. Привет. Рад тебя видеть на стриме. Если можно, пожалуйста, по-английски, буду благодарен. Таким образом все будут понимать. Но большое спасибо за комментарий. Приятно увидеть русских ребят здесь на стриме. Secret Flyer, did they change the modeling of the aircraft to, or just system enhancement? Yes, this one they did change. I think they changed more on the GNS. They changed some of these buttons, are improved, like the way they look are more rounded, not so squared like they are on the default C90. Oh boy, look, we've got another screenshot here. And I believe some instruments were improved slightly as well. The rest is systems, mostly systems, hand flying. Yeah. Well worth it, though. And it's a freeware, so you don't need to pay anything to try it out. Papa Kilo says, let's try to do the RNAV. Well, let's try, because we have GPS, why not? Let's do it. Okay, I'm gonna do pop out. I don't like the pop out, actually. I mean, I kind of like it, at the same time I don't. FPA, yeah, we need 2.5, like that. Good, can I get out of here? Nice. Procedure, approach, enter, 18, RNAV, 18 raw GPS LPV, please. Let's do what we're gonna do here. What's the final approach fix? It's boggly, so let's do vectors, or let's do WIPIF. Initial approach fix, enter minimus. Yes, we do have minimus because this airplane has LPV. We can go to the lower 640 minimus. So let's do 640. This is decision altitude, so we can actually put the 640. Enter, and we're going to activate, so it will fly directly to WIPIF. 2 minutes 40 seconds until our top of descent. Very nice. We will do some GPS flying. and I would need to set up an altitude of 1700 here, just to make sure it is correct. Heading sync, VNav armed, VPath is armed, very good. Alright, let's do descent, pressurization and altimeter. Pressurization, will do it as soon as we start the descent. So yeah, Daifuku, we need a chat sticker for pictures or screenshots. That's an idea, let me write that down. Chat sticker for pictures or screenshots. Ludo Cartman, do you know if the dev of the EVO King Air 90 are working on updates for it since the last one were in 2024? Yes, they are. I mean, they are literally, this is going to be updated. The one you see here, it's an update. They are still working on them. So, yes, absolutely. Cooler, it's definitely a reason also that airliners are more expensive. That makes sense. That makes sense. That also makes sense. Right, very well, guys in the back. How are you? Everything is good. A little bit of turbulence there on the flight, but I'm going to be descending now in about 1 minute, I believe. So get prepared. We should be on the ground in about 30 minutes or so. It's actually still quite a lot. Very nice. Well, we did catch up some weather, we did test the weather radar. We did know, or we do know now, that the vertical profile of the weather radar is not working very well. What else? We didn't do the briefing, let's just recheck very quickly the briefing. So WPIF to Bogley, down there, LPV. In case of mist, I'm just going to do my own visual procedure because it's excellent weather. I'm going to do normal approach, full flaps, 110, and sidestep. The only thing I do need to remember is that the runway 18 left is narrower than the other ones. So, and here's the descent. We need to remember that we will have an illusion that we are higher than we are, and that might result in a very hard landing. So the minimus, I mean, minimus basically disregard is going to be a visual, but if we the minimus, we've set up the minimus 680. Interesting thing, oh sorry, LPV is 287. Oh god. 287. So 290 set. Skip a little bit of extra speed there. And we'll reset the pressurization to sea level, so that will be like 500 feet. Set. Looking good. Fantastic. Alright, and that'll be the minimus. That's gonna be the approach briefing, and I don't think we need to brief anything else. Sounds good to me. Does it sound good to you? I hope so. German Flight Simmer. Hey, I just bought the Baron 58 reality expansion pack. Unfortunately, with the map enhancement, I only have 25 to 30 FPS plus VRAM issues with my 3080. It's too bad. German Flight Simmer, welcome to the stream. Thanks for hopping into the chat. The Baron 58 reality expansion pack is a great add-on. I have it as well. I don't think we ever flew it on the live actually, but I did purchase it, and it is quite cool. It is quite cool. I think it's the, I'm gonna call it the best option, or no, let me say it this way. If you want a piston general aviation airplane, twin piston airplane, the reality expansion pack for the Baron 58 is your best pick, because with discount it costs $14, so that's like 12 euros, and you have so much more from that airplane just by having that. The only thing I'd love to have on the Baron 5.8 would be a mod to have the GTN 750. If I could have the GTN 750 on the Baron 5.8, that would be awesome. If you want something different from the Baron 5.8, the best pick would be the Piper Seneca. But yeah, speaking of other things, map enhancement, you only have 25 to 30 FPS. Let me make you a question. Two questions actually. First, how much free space do you have on your computer, and what is your type of hard drive? Because I have an HDD, which is like not very advisable, but works just fine. That could be one of the problems if you have not a lot of space, so your hard drive is very full. Or it could be an old HDD, or I have a friend who had a problem with the map enhancement. So essentially the problem was that after a certain time, when we would start descent, the simulator would start to lag out like 10 to 15 FPS. It was really, really bad. And that was because, for whatever reason, he had set up like, I believe, 20 gigs of dedicated space inside the map enhancement app. And I think that was too low, because he since then set like 80 or 100 gigs, and he never had that problem. So if you can, go into the settings of map enhancement and increase the cache size allowable limit to like 100, let's say. So this way, maybe you could have a fix, because like honestly I don't think you should have 25 to 30 FPS with your graphics card, because of the graphics card and whatever, because I'm running a 2070, and actually I feel like running map enhancement works better than running ortho for XP. Because my hard drive was just, it wasn't like full of 3 terabytes of orthos, so it reads a lot better, and my frame rates got better. So, oh, and also another thing, make sure the internet connection is actually good. If you can, get a cable and connect to your computer with a cable. It's the best. Ludicurman, do you know if every livery for the default King Air 90 works on this one? Yes, it does. Yes, it does, because I have a bunch of them. And they all work pretty well. Alright, let me disable prop sync. Descent precipitation is set. Altimeter, let's check the altimeter here. It's 29901. Wind is 2109 knots, so looking good. Still broken 2700. So it definitely changed a bit, and perhaps actually going with the LPV will help us out. So that is good. 29901, we passed transition level, so 29901 here is set, and now I have, instead of just changing it here, I have to go here, I have to remove it here, and now I can set 29901 and it will be fine. Good, that's set. Very nice. Also, I can remove this nav1 because I don't need it. Sorry, this one. Done. Minimal information, only the needed stuff. Very good. Still looks like we do have some clouds, like minimal, but it's there. Let me see if the weather radar does show anything. Nope, doesn't show. Alright, then everything seems fine to me. I love the Baron 58 reality expansion pack. Yeah, Ludicurman, I think it's such an improvement from the default airplane. The default was already pretty good, but with the reality expansion pack, it's just, wow, it's just really cool. I have the Captain Iceman Piper Seneca 2, is really nice as well. Yeah, both airplanes. I don't lie. Like, I don't like lying. I don't like lying. I prefer to just say the truth. I think it's always better. And I try to not be biased. And if I'm biased, I usually tell it. So, I don't mind it. It's okay. We all have different tastes. So if I like something, that doesn't mean somebody else will like it the same way I do, and vice versa. So it's totally fine to me. German Flight Simmer, hey, thanks for the answer, no problem. I have an SSD and more than 400 gigs free on the 2 terabytes. The thing is, I'm also CPU limited. I was about to switch from Microsoft Flight Sim because Atmosphere and I guess the one of the right flight model is so good in X-Plane 12. Internet is wired. German Flight Simmer. So I don't think you would have any problem, but still, I don't think the default setting in map enhancement is like, I think it's like 40 gigs or maybe even less. I think it's 20, and that might be one of the problems. Try setting up 100, 200 gigs, whatever. Give it some room to work, and I'm pretty sure it should work fine. What is your CPU, by the way? I don't think the CPU would be a problem. Maybe, I don't know, inside of the settings you could have something regarding very high resolution. Maybe check out something there. I don't know. But yeah, from what you were telling me, that doesn't seem like it should be a problem. Sync crash fire, the CPU is a big thing, and I explained that's true. That's actually true. And I'm really enjoying the clouds right now, to be fair. I'm really enjoying, and I'm enjoying Bing as well. We haven't seen a lot of ground scenery today yet. But I am, from what I'm seeing sometimes in the middle of these clouds, like in the middle of the haze, I'm really enjoying that. Alright, I don't see any traffic on the TCAS, and I don't see basically any traffic on the map, so that's good. We're looking fine. German Flight Simmer. Also with Tildes A340 I'm only 30 FPS. With all standard, no add-ons, and only standard aircraft I get to 40 FPS without frame gen, of course. German Flight Simmer. Very honest opinion, I think frame gen is a lie. It only eats away performance. It does not improve the way the airplane flies. Let me explain why. X-Plane works like the flight model is calculated based on your number of frame rates. So let's say you have, I don't know, 10 FPS or 30 FPS or 50, or let's say between 20 and 60 FPS. When you will fly at 20 FPS, your airplane will feel like you're flying at 20 FPS. When you fly at 60 FPS, your airplane will fly a lot smoother. You will have a more responsive controls. What frame gen does, it essentially draws frames in the middle of those 20. But the way you experience them physically, so when you hand fly your airplanes, when you manage your speed, when you do all of that, that does not make any difference whatsoever. And that's why I think it's a problem, because people just see FPS as a number. Oh, I have 60 FPS. Sure, you have the 60 FPS visually, but physically your airplane is flying at 20 FPS, and you will feel your airplane at 20 FPS or even less, because the frame gen will eat up your performance to draw the frames at 60 visual FPS. So it will be a very, very weird experience. And I have this because I felt this. I bought frame gen because I catched up the train hype, or the hype train, and I felt that, and I don't like it. I think it's, I'm not going to call it a scam, but it's pointless. It's pointless because it's just, it's visually pleasant, but it's physically, it doesn't change anything. So don't use that, I don't think. The problem is my CPU, I guess, but even in Microsoft Flight Sim I'm 40 FPS with better graphics. Too bad. I badly want to switch to explain that no multi-thread makes it hard for me. Okay. So here's a suggestion. Inside Explain, decrease the texture quality. Instead of going like to very, very high, decrease it. And decrease the level of objects, and decrease the level of drawing, like the further you can draw. I mean, listen, I'm going to show you my graphics. This is my graphics. I usually fly, by the way, with texture resolution on medium. I am not doing it now for whatever reason, I don't remember. I believe I was taking screenshots and I wanted it on high, and this airplane can actually be fine on high. So these are my settings. Try these settings. The other thing is, try this script. This is called 3J FPS for X-Plane 12. Okay. I use it simply on max FPS, and it works pretty well. It doesn't decrease that much the visual conditions of the simulator, and it can save you a couple of FPS right there. Other than that, should be fine. Like default, clean stuff. SSD, make sure there's no bugs, and perhaps you could get a better performance. I hope you will, man, because yeah. Daifuku, the only problem with the Seneca Seminole is that the nacelles are massive, not good for visibility. Daifuku, I have to absolutely agree with you. Another thing for the Piper, but you know what? The way you fly that airplane, it's not really a big problem, to be fair. Like, you fly a lot IFR, and the VFR part is pretty okay, so... But I agree. I mean, if you compare it with the Diamond, or with the Cirrus, or with the Cessna, yep, I have to say that's true. That's true. Alright, and check this out, guys, because we were descending, I didn't touch my throttle. And remember what we did when we climbed? We had to constantly add torque, because our torque was decreasing, because our altitude was increasing. Now, what happens is the opposite. And if I wouldn't be paying too much attention, see, two things would happen. Our speed is getting close to the red line, and our torque is getting close to the red line as well. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pull back on the torque a tiny bit, like that, to make sure we don't overspeed and nothing. Also, we're approaching 10,000 feet, so let me go ahead and turn on the recognition lights. It is looking really well. Up ahead, I'm loving it. Bing is doing a great job. I love the haze. It is so realistic. I think people underestimate how hazy it actually is out there. So yeah. German Flight Simmer. For now, I stick with Ziva and Variant 5.8 without map enhancement, but the Black Square Variant 5.8 from Microsoft might crash into my decision again. My CPU is Ryzen 5. I don't think the Ryzen 5 is that bad. I don't think you should be having problems with it. But which one? Which Ryzen 5? Or are you on a laptop? Perhaps you are on a laptop. Oh, and also check this out. If your screen, if your screen resolution is like 2K, like 1440p, and you're running X-Plane at 1080, that actually creates worse performance than running it at native resolution, because you have to run more anti-aliasing, and then that eats a lot of performance. So, yeah, check that out as well. I'll check the map enhancement spaces you suggested. Thanks for the help and sorry for writing so much. Dude, I mean, the chat is for that, and I think that's really cool, because otherwise I would be just sitting here and saying, like, well, guys, so here we are descending into the LPV. We've briefed this 10 times. What else? So I think it's much better when somebody writes into the chat and we have a normal conversation. I don't feel alone sitting here in the room, even though I'm basically alone, but I don't feel alone because I speak with all of you, and it's like a conversation. And I hope you also feel that you actually are talking to someone. Ludicurman, for me the problem is the height of the Seneca, too low on the ground. Oh yes, it is so weird to flare that airplane, that is true. However, once you get used to it, it is really, really nice. That ground effect kicks in very hard. But I guess it's like that. Actually, I saw a video of somebody flying a Seneca. It was a Seneca 5. And he landed somewhere. It was like a shorts on YouTube or Facebook, I don't remember. Filmed from a GoPro on the head. Like POV view. And, I mean, point of view. Right? Yeah. From the POV perspective, and the way he landed the airplane, like I watched his inputs on the engine controls and on the stick, in this case on the yoke, and it helped me so much, dude. I wish I could have I could find that. Let me try Seneca 5 landing POV. Maybe I can find this. I don't know. Let me search for videos. But it was like a shorts. It was like a very short video. I don't think I'll be able to find it. But it was really cool. Something like this, but he landed completely on a oh, maybe this? No, not this one. Not this one, because he landed on grass. And we are into the clouds. Temperatures are good. Let me decrease the torque a tiny bit more, because it's already increased a lot. And we should be paying attention soon. Let me see if I don't find it like in the next... Man, he did such a good job. Like, it was a perfect landing. No overflare, no underflare, no floating. But it was so smooth. Ah man, it's probably on Facebook or something, but yeah. Anyway, all right. So we are we are 16 miles from Whippip. Right, Whippip. Correct. Let's call the traffic. Lakefront traffic. This is Bird 1 passing 5,600, sending to 1,700 inbound Whippip for the RNAV GPS runway 18 right. We will be sidestepping to 18 left. Lakefront traffic. St. Crash Flyer, 40 to 50 FPS in X-plane is really good to fly. Yeah, please don't don't with my 27 and 28. To be fair, above 25 to 30 in X-plane is fine. I mean, it's absolutely controllable. You feel the airplane. Of course, above 30, it feels amazing. Like above 35 or 40 is insane. 60 is just like, or 40 to 50 for me, it's a dream. So that is that's good. German flight simmer 3J FPS script noted and screenshot made of settings. I hope it helps. By the way, it's not 3G, it's J, like from Juliet. Let me search it really quick. 3J FPS X-plane 12. This one here. You essentially just put it there. There are a couple of settings that you can control here. There is all of this information regarding CPU, GPU and stuff that you can have. I have it very minimal. If I scroll over it with my mouse, or I hover over it, it appears the small FPS thing, and you can control whatever is going to be your minimum FPS, your maximum FPS. So let's say if you put a minimum FPS of 10, of course it's going to push the limits. For me, minimum FPS is 25, so it never goes below 25. Maximum is 50 in order to not use too much. By the way, here's a couple of extra settings. I don't know if you want to look at this, but yes. LOD for objects I have off. AGL visibility is on at 100. Shadows are on. 300 to 1000. Basically on. This is set. Display. I don't think I ever touched this. And then what else do I have here? I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. I don't remember how you can show that, or maybe you don't. Maybe it's just like that. Probably yes. Anyways, we're fine. We are 7 miles and flying quite fast, so let's slow down a little bit. We need to slow down. I wanted to say we need to calm down, but no, we're fine. Cooler. To reduce torque, you reduce throttle. Yes, this here. You can also reduce torque with the RPM, but at this moment I want to have a low RPM setting. because it gives you less drag, less noise. And apparently you can land the king gear, it's on the manual, you can land the king gear with the prop RPM, not full forward. However, it's probably not advised because you need to, if you need to go around for whatever reason, you would not have full power available, so you would need to still first pull the prop levers to forward. That's 1000 to level. And we will spend some time at 1700 right now, from Whip Hip to Bogley. But yes, that's how you do it. The low idle has more effect on the ground, so the way you taxi, like it is a lot more powerful on the ground when you have high idle than low idle. Your reverse is also more powerful when you have high idle than low idle. And also when we start the engines, we put the first engine into high idle because it is a very high load, very high electrical load to start the engine, and the engine can simply quit, or you lose the generator. So in order to not do that, you kind of give it extra juice and put it to high idle. Syncrash Flyer, we are here with you, Vlad. That is so cool. German Flight Simulator, I used to stream, but I stopped because I was sitting there alone a lot as well. The Ryzen part was cut off. Ryzen 5600. That's a very decent CPU. I don't think you should have any problems with it. Like, very honestly. Right, here we go. We're maintaining 1700. Left-hand turn. I believe I could arm approach at this point. Glide path is armed because we are on the LPV. This airplane can do it. I think I would be still in time to check, but there we go. Glide path. We already switched over to LPV. That's good. That is synced. I'll keep the speed up for now, and we'll see. I don't think you should have any problems with the CPU. That's a very decent CPU. What is that? Is that an airport icon? I don't like that. Synthetic vision, synthetic terrain. No. Airport signs. No. Pathway. I don't want to have the pathway, even though it kind of looks cool, but I don't want to have that because we will be... What's going on with the altitude, please? Are we going to maintain altitude or not? We just descended. We just descended for 500 feet. We should really not descend, so let's go manual. Autopilot yacht amper glide path. We'll leave it there, and I'll re-engage it in a minute. That's weird. Perhaps because it engaged glide path while not on the glide path. Let's do altitude, autopilot. What if I do localizer? I mean GPS, alt. There we go, alt 1700, maintaining now. Let's wait until it calls it. German Flight Simmer. Yeah, flight simming can be both rewarding and both not rewarding. I started a lot of videos in the past, but I've been doing this for a long time already. Okay, let me go with approach now. Altitude selection, glide path. Should work now. Missed approach, in case it goes wrong, I'm gonna put 1000 because we're just gonna do visual, okay? I see the runway in sight. Lakefront traffic, bird 1 is on the our nav GPS runway 18. We are 4.5 miles out for runway 18 right. We'll do a side step to runway 18 left. Lakefront traffic. Okay, very, very good. Start to slow down a little bit. Put the gear down. Flaps, landing and taxi lights. I'll do recognition. I'll keep the recognition. That is on. Engine NTI is going to come on. That is checked. Reverse is not ready. That's confirmed. Skip power in. Let's go reverse full forward. Reverse props full forward. Will make a lot of noise. I could have kept it for a bit more, but yeah. Ludo Kerman, I think it's this guy. What do you mean by it? I'm sorry. Synchronous Fire, I know, I'm just messing with you, it's alright. I'm totally happy with my FPS. Someday I will get a new graphics card and things will change. Autopilot off, why am I still hand flying? Not hand flying, I mean. Flight directors off. Yacht Emperor off. Let's do a sidestep. There's the runway, I can see it. Is it going to call glide slope or not? That's the question. I don't think so. Ah, this is a very nice airport. A bit of a crosswind there. Oh boy. Where is that crosswind correction? Flaps full. Let's get that 110. Oh boy. There's 110. Quite gusty here. Check. And reverse, let it roll. I don't understand what's that. Oh wait, is that obstacles? That looks like obstacles. Very nice. Landing lights off. Recognition off. We are on the ground. Welcome everybody. And there's the Cirrus. Flaps up. Clear on the right. I actually don't think that was that bad. King Air hard's quite heavy. Quite hard most of the time, so that to me was pretty smooth, considering the wind. Like front traffic, Bird 1 has vacated runway 18 left, is now taxiing via hotel to the hangars. Actually, that's not where I wanted to go, but screw it. Oh no, never mind. We're not taxiing to hotel, I'm taxiing exactly to where I wanted. Taxiing to Charlie, and we will be crossing the other runway. Yes, runway 927. So, all good. Alright, I'll put this to ground, back, clear the warning. Remove that, auto ignition off, auto feather off. This can go to off, trim is reset. Pitch trim off, that's fine. Or wait, Charlie apron, maybe no. Maybe I actually am in the wrong spot. No, that's all correct. There's nobody else, right? Yep, nobody else. After the Cirrus, whoever flew with me, thanks for coming. Where is he going? Is he going to the runway? He's going into the runway, okay. I'm gonna go here. Strobe lights off. And let's see. Daifuku, I solved my FPS problems in an easy way. I never monitored the FPS. Dude, I think we need to do a meme. You have the task to create the meme, because that was your expression. You have to put, you know, that guy that guy who's like the Sigma or whatever it's called. That it's like the super guy. You have to put that writing on that picture. German Flight Sim, well, I'm with X-Plane only since 1 week, so a lot to learn still. Thanks so much for the help, as Friday, of course, did. Thank you so much. If you have any questions, by the way, we have a Discord server. The link is on the description as well. You can come there, and you can chat with us and ask questions. So we will be more than happy to answer and help you out. Nicely done, Cooler. Thank you so much. And Ludo, you definitely deserve more subscribers. You do some really nice streams, real and professional procedures. Thank you very much, dude. Thank you very much. And I don't think this marshaller is doing the right job by standing here, so I'm just going to turn away from him. And I'm going to find my own parking position right here near this FBO. There's a lot of airplanes here, so I'd love to have a parking position. There's the car. There's the black car for the passengers that we brought. So let's turn a little bit to this side, and then I'll do a 180. Sorry, my throat got really dry out of nowhere. And let's stop here. Parking brake set, taxi lights off. Let's let the engine run like that for a little bit. This goes to off. Transponder goes to standby code 2000. Flaps are already up, that is up. And switch off the lights, don't need them now. Let's see, after landing, do we have here? Yes, we have. After landing, auto ignition's off, anti-ice on, auto feather off, anti-ice, oh boy, forgot the hot 5. Off, lights off, prop sync off, electrical load is fine, trim is set, and flaps are up. After landing is complete. Shutdown, parking brake set, cabin mode control. I believe I could just do the dump. So that's done. Transfer pumps off, crossfeed closed, inverter, we don't have it on the G1000, so sub-panel switches off, overhead switches off, ITT stabilized for 1 minute, we've already been running it quite low, so that's fine. Avionics FEs, standby battery off, props, or condition levers in this case, cut off, and below 30 we cut it to feather. Beacon light is going to be off in a minute. Seatbelt signs off. Beacon light off. Below 10% and 1 boost pumps off. Avionics master off. Battery off. I believe that it. I think I should have selected the avionics master before that, but that's fine. Alright, we did a great job. Look at that! Oh, even with the fuel truck, screenshot done. Boom. Really nice. Dude, this Vision Jet model looks pretty good. We never flown the Vision Jet. I'd love to have a better Vision Jet in X-Plane. It's not bad, but it's a little bit sensitive and difficult to hand fly. So I don't really like to fly it a lot. Okay, let's watch the replay. I kind of want to watch that landing because that didn't feel bad to me. That didn't feel bad to me. I want to see the replay. So did the side step. That was pretty cool. Side steps are always interesting. And let's check it out. And then I'll connect back for VetSim. And we're going to finish it. But yeah, thank you so much, Ludo Carbon. That's really lovely to hear. Yeah, that was pretty good. You see that? That was pretty good. Let's watch it from another angle. Yeah, I think that was pretty decent. Do I have a side wing view? No. Let's check it out from this perspective here. I just think I decrabbed it more than needed. And that was my problem. Let's see. Let's check this out. Because look, I was going pretty well. Then look, the nose is gonna go to the left too much. right here. That was too much, and that's why we went to the left there. That was my biggest concern with the landing, but the rest was okay. The rest was pretty okay. I'm gonna connect back. Let's see if the SR or the SF50 is still there. Maybe it's still there, maybe not. Yeah, it's not there. But alright, that is fine. Okay, let me just finish reading the chats. German flight simulator. I tried to land in a PA-24 Comanche today in Amsterdam with 22 knots crosswind. I tried twice, then changed runway for landing. That was so interesting, but in Microsoft Flight Sim, I'd love to have done this in X-Plane. You will. I mean, you can do it. 100% sure. Very good landing idea, thank you. Ludicarmen, I'm talking about the video you mentioned of the guy landing the Seneca 5 on grass runway. I think it's this guy. Ah, I see. Ludicarmen, here's the thing. The link you are sending is not showing on YouTube because for whatever reason, or probably for safety reasons, you cannot send links. So if you are on the Discord, can you please send the link to the Discord, and I can I'll open it from the Discord and I can show it on the live right now very quickly. Look at that airplane. Looks really nice. Piper Seneca 2 short takeoff and landing on a grass strip. GoPro Hero 10 black. Copy this onto YouTube. Okay, let me copy that. Can I copy this? Yes, I can. Let me do a very quick one. And let me try. So YouTube. Put this. This one? Nah, it's not this one. It was literally... Oh, maybe this one. I don't think it was this one. But it's... I remember I could see his hands. Like, I could see his inputs. It was really interesting. But I believe it was from a Facebook video or something. Yeah, we're gonna spend an eternity searching for it. But it was a Piper Seneca 5. It was not a 2. It was a 5. I remember 100% sure it was a 5, like a V. Short landing. Let's try short landing very quickly. And it was a Brazilian guy, I'm almost sure. Anyways, if I'll find it, I'll let you know. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you got to see how the King Air G1000 will have the weather radar. I remind you, this is not the version that it's released at this moment. So at least you get an idea. It's an amazing airplane. Definitely try it out. If you never tried it, read the manuals, or at least watch the videos that I made as tutorial for both the G1000 and the GNS. It will help a lot for you. And yeah, that is it. Deliveries from yesterday's live stream and this one are from AF Navarro. I think he does a decent job, actually a very good job, of painting liveries. Both are on the description as well as the planes. They are freeware. You do not have to pay anything to get them. So that is it. Give a like to the developers, leave them a good review, and have a lot of fun. Guys, thank you very much for being here. I'm gonna talk to you next week. Not sure yet what to do next week. We'll see. I have a couple of ideas. We'll see what's what. Guys, have a great start of the week. We're gonna see you on the weekend and talk on Discord. Bye bye, guys. Thank you. You are amazing. Love you all.